Hey, we want to welcome you to Real Talk. On Soul Seeker TV. And today we're going to talk about on Soul Seeker TV. And today we're going to talk about, we just want to reach out to the youth today and talk a little bit about police harassment, because over on the south side, there seems to be a whole lot of that going on, people just getting harassed by the cop just for no reason. I understand if they've done something wrong, but just to come up to them and harass them. Right now we have a young man here with us today. We want to open up the camera to him and just speak a little bit about police harassment. I know you've probably been harassed by them a time or two.
Plenty of
Talk
time,
about it.
Plenty of time. It's just, it's where you live at. I mean, they tell you don't come outside, don't walk on the sidewalks, can't hang in front of the store. I mean, I can understand that this is a bad side of town in their eyes, but I mean, everybody ain't bad on this side of town if you ask me. And I really would love for something to be done about it.
What would you like to be seen done about the way police harass young people and people in general over on the south side?
I would say cut it out, stop all of it, but that's not gonna happen around here. We all know that, but it is better ways they can approach us about it. They walk to wherever you going. They caught him at Miss Betty Joe's and locked him up.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
And he was just walking.
He's just walking.
And they locked him up for loitering.
The
Man locked up for loitering, just walking the streets when we all have a right to walk wherever we want to go, to walk the streets. You be the judge. You answer the question, was it right for that young man to be arrested for loitering? And he done absolutely nothing wrong. This is Real Talk, Soul Seeker TV.
Some damn attitudes. I don't know how they could be damn police and just jump out talking all rude, don't answer questions or nothing, doing anything to people, going in their cars, taking their keys out, locking their doors and windows and
This is Real Talk, Soul Seeker TV. Yeah, this is Real Talk. You know what I'm saying? I excuse the young lady's language, but it infuriates people. We as Christians, we got to understand that people are infuriated by the things that's going on in the world. And without God in your life, that's what it's going to do to you. But see, we're here just to talk about it. Because see, somebody's got to listen to him. And right here on Soul Seeker TV, we talk about it. That's Real Talk. We just talking to a couple of young brothers in the hood, and sometimes we gotta understand that they don't want their faces seen on camera. It's something when God's people are at a point in their lives where they don't even want to show their faces on camera. The devil has them so bound that they don't even want to show their faces on camera. And we're talking about a serious issue. We know that all of them have dealt with police harassment. Real Talk. Into the camera.
Okay, I remember one time police pulled up there and they were looking for somebody, Frankie Baldhead, black man, they was looking for him, but he had dreads. Now why you mess with somebody's bald head? That's harassment.
Stereotype.
Yeah.
Stereotype.
Yeah.
Real Talk. Police harassment is police stereotyping. It's running rampant in the streets of Statesville, especially on the south side. We just heard it from Jill. Young man sitting on his front porch on his home. The cops come by harassing. I mean, you can't, they harass you if you walk the street. They harass you if you're sitting on your front porch. What does it end? Real Talk. Hey, thanks for tuning in once again, Soul Seeker TV. Another segment of Real Talk. Today today we're gonna talk about an issue with our police department. You know, we're not bad-mouthing the police department because we know they all doing a job and they're here to protect and to serve. But what happens when they go beyond their call of duty and actually go and get into a place where they're just harassing young black men, let's say on the south side of town. So we're here on the south side of Statesville, and I got two young men here with me that we want to speak to concerning this issue. You know, I know, speaking for myself, I grew up over here on the south side, and I know how police harassment can put you, as a young man, put you in a place of rebellion against the law. And you know, somewhere down the line, it's got to stop, because I think it takes our young people out of a comfort zone. Who they supposed to turn to for help when the ones that's supposed to be helping them are harassing them? So we're gonna talk to these three young men today. Right now, we got my man here. What's your name, brother? Cody. We got Cody right here. We're gonna let Cody say a few things about police harassment. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Cody. Where you from? You know.
I'm from 4th Street. I used to stay down on the corner right there. Well, it's really crazy out in this part of town right here. Can't come through here.
Can't come through here. He said we can't come through here. What are one of your concerns with the way that the Statesville PD, how they come through and just harassing young men in general? Talk to us a little bit about that.
It's just crazy. You can't even. They gonna jump out on you because they say it's a drug-related area.
Drug-related.
Drug-related. You can just walk. You can walk to the store. You can be coming from your people house. They gonna jump out on you. If you ain't got no ID, they gonna try to search you. I gotta keep mine with you. They ain't even searching me no more.
Got to have your ID to walk the street.
They did 15 months because they harassed me over attempted murder charge.
And you know, I think it's a shame, and I can kind of relate to what he's talking about, because I remember a while back when I was walking, me and my son was walking in. You know, like I said, I grew up over here, and when they know me, and when they stop me, first thing they ask me is, "You got any ID?" And then, but the funny thing about it is, they call me by my name and ask me for ID, just harassing brothers as they walk the street. You know, it's uncalled for, and I think it's unjust, and something needs to be done about it. We're gonna speak with another young man right here. First of all, Cody, have you ever found yourself as part of harassment from the police other than the incident you spoke of?
All the time.
All the time.
They jumped out on me like last week.
You think it stems from that one incident they were trying to investigate you? You said for attempted murder charge or something like that.
It's been happening even before the attempted murder charge.
Wow.
They just been harassing since I've been out here.
Just picked you out and say we're gonna harass this young man.
Yeah.
You know, it's a terrible thing. You know, and again, we're not trying to bash the Statesville PD, because you know we need them. We need them, but we don't need the harassment. The harassment's got to stop. Thank you, Cody. We're gonna speak with another young man. Your name again?
Josh.
Josh. Talk to him a little bit, Josh, about yourself. You know, where you're from, what you've seen over here on the streets on the south side over here.
I'm Josh, aka Smooth. I wasn't born over here, but I was brought up over here, south side 4th Street. Basically, like my man was saying, once they get you labeled and marked, it's like they got you, you know what I'm saying? You can't walk around, you can't do nothing. Ain't no freedom, I might as well say. It's being hectic, really.
Hectic. Coming from our young people, hectic. You know, to walk the street, you gotta have an ID. And it ain't like they buying alcohol. It's hectic. It's hectic out here in these streets, and they look at it as if the young people are making it crazy. You know, but what happens when the ones that's supposed to be to protect and to serve become a part of a failing system to help our young people? Have you ever been harassed by them, by any of the officers?
Every day. They just harassed me 2 weeks ago, locked me up. Said I had a failure to appear, but comes to find out I didn't.
Did they release
They released me
immediately.
Yeah. I got out on bond, really. They ain't released me or none of that. Then, say I'm driving around in my car, they pull me over every time. Just because the car hot, or they know the car, you know what I'm saying?
Just because they know your car.
Know the car.
Harassment. Harassment. Young man just driving along the street, just driving along, minding his business, ain't bothering nobody, ain't breaking no infractions, no driving infractions. He ain't running stoplights. He ain't booming his system. You know, he ain't speeding. He just driving along, and they pull him just because he's been marked. That's police harassment, and it needs to be addressed in the city of Statesville. And we're talking about it right here on Real Talk. Thank you, Josh. We got another young man, Ken. Ken, you from Statesville?
Yeah, born and raised on the south side.
Born and raised right here on the south side. Tell me a little bit about police harassment, what you've seen, and you know what you think can be done about or should be done about it.
I mean, I feel like we all deserve an equal opportunity. I don't think they should just jump out on us just because we walk into the store to get a soda. And we gotta have, like you said, we gotta have our IDs everywhere we go. You can't even have them in your wallet. If you have them in your wallet, they'll think you reaching for something if they jump out on you. You got your right in your front pocket. Your ID right in your front pocket. It's crazy.
You know, there's a lot of things going on over here. There's more things, more serious problems in this town that I feel like the authorities, the police should be worried and concerned with, such as the shooting over here last week where a man was killed just from on his working, driving a taxi, and he was murdered. You know, things like that I think is what they need to focus more on, and not a young man walking the street or that done made a mistake somewhere in his life and they want to keep holding that over his head, and every time they see him move, they want to harass him.
Yep. Police
harassment. We talking about it today on Real Talk. You know, but there's one thing we got to take into perspective is that God tells us that we should be subject to those that govern us. But at the same time, those that govern us ought to be under God's rule.
Amen.
You know, govern us out of love. You know, don't harass these young men, because see, Soul Seeker, that our goal is to reach these young people. But if you out here and you're poisoning their minds and you're making them feel like, who can they go to for help? You're supposed to be here to protect them and to serve them, not to harass them and lock them up for no reason. Real talk.